You are so selfish to think that everything that you do only affects you and your future self. Everything that you do from this point on, from morning till evening, every thought that you have, every word that comes out of your mouth, influences who you are, who you become, and how you see yourself. Sure. But what does that ultimately reflect? What does that ultimately come to be? Well, who you are and who you see yourself as affects your behaviors, affects your beliefs, your values, your worldviews, the type of people that you meet and allow into your life, how you spend your time. It affects the people around you too. So the way that you carry yourself, the way that you speak, the language you use, the clothes that you wear, it all affects the people around you, especially the people that will be near and dear to you in the future. People that you'll love in the future. Whether that's your future family, future kids, your family now. Hell, everyone around you that has ever met you and will ever come to know you is affected by the way you see yourself, who you are, the stories that you tell yourself, and everything else that encompasses that. So don't be so selfish to say that, oh, I'm just doing it for me. I just go to the gym for me. I took that cold shower just for me. Sure. You might see it as that way. But every single skill that you develop, the discipline that it takes, doing work especially when you don't feel like it, putting yourself out there, meeting new people, getting better social skills, right? It's not just for you, man. And don't bullshit yourself. It's not just for you. It's for everyone that you will ever meet in the future. You influence so many more people than you know. The people around you. They don't think about you, sure, but you have the power to influence everyone that you ever meet in either a positive or negative way. You could change someone's life today without even knowing. Just by something you said or something you did. And you don't even know it. That's crazy. I was leaving my school. Friday was my last day of school, and I was asking everyone to sign my yearbook. And I was just reading the messages that everyone wrote me. And people that I don't even, I barely remember, were telling me, you taught me this. Or remember that one time when we did this. And then that brought new memories back from, yeah, I do remember it. But also, I realized I affect more people than I could ever imagine. I affect more people than I could ever imagine. By my words, by my thoughts, by my actions. But just by who I see myself as. Who do you see yourself as? What are the stories that you tell yourself and allow people to know about? What lies do you tell yourself? What false beliefs do you indulge in? Because all these things make up who you are. And who you are makes up how you influence everyone around you. And so whenever you do something, just know. And don't bullshit yourself and cope and say, it's all for me. Nothing is just about you ever. You are not playing a single player game right now. We are in a multiplayer world. There's 8 other billion players, bro. You affect people. You inspire people or tear them down. Consciously, subconsciously, in every way that you can possibly think of. You just have to realize that. Way easier said than done, though. It's so easy to get caught up in your own life and man, it's all about me. Everything is about you. Because you're the main character of your life and you're a special little snowflake. No. The reason why so many people relate to what I say a lot of times is because I struggle with the exact same things as everyone else. The fact that I'm not special means that I can pick up this little thing that I learned throughout my day, throughout my years, and share it with whoever can relate to it, and then they can use that to make a positive impact in their life, and that brings me fulfillment and meaning. So literally, and then that from them learning it and taking action, they'll influence other people as well. So you don't realize you could potentially probably all the time you make a ripple effect of either positivity or negativity that spirals and maybe even affects millions of people. You can give someone a compliment, hey Jeff, nice shoes, I like your shoes today. Puts him in slightly better mood. And as he's in that better mood, feels a little more confident, feels a little more outgoing, He compliments someone else, or he has a big smile on his face, meets someone new, tells them a story or gives them a compliment, and they get into that mood too, and then they keep telling people, the message keeps spreading, positivity keeps spreading. So is negativity. I tell someone a lie or a rumor, or I like criticize someone, putting them in a bad mood. They're gonna be like in a grumpy mood, and then whenever someone asks them something, they're gonna be like, what do you think? Like, what do you want? And then that message of negativity also spreads. Like, you don't realize everyone is just a ripple effect of one another. Everything that you've ever learned, all your beliefs, your world views, your values, bro, your values, what you've come to believe in your entire life is just a ripple effect of somebody else's beliefs that rippled through time, through generations, and now passed on to you. I think that's so interesting. Us as human beings, we're all just one big ripple effect of each other. We're all connected in one way or another, especially now more than ever. The fact that you're listening to a 17-year-old dumbass speak behind your screen right now just goes to show that you're a ripple effect more than anyone else, bro. And the factors that have gone into me making this video, the inspiration that I've had, the lessons that I've learned, the people to mentor and teach me, the things that I've gone through, the stories that I have to tell, all rippled effect into this, and you listening to this will probably impact someone else in the future, which I find pretty crazy, but it's been happening for however long humanity's been here, bro. Not here to argue with you about that, but that's just a fact. Everything is just a ripple effect. The fact that this place was built in the time that it was built caused my family to move here in that certain period of time. The fact that this thing I'm sitting on was placed here because like a designer decided to, or whatever. Everything, you are anything but self-made. Isn't that wild? Like, if you ever become successful in something, you're never self-made, bro. Every plane ride you've ever ridden, you put your life in the trust of that like pilot. Every car ride you've ridden, you've put your life in the hands of the driver. Every day you wake up, you trust the sun hasn't exploded or whatever. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point, but you get what I'm trying to say, and that's all that matters. Everything is just a ripple effect of each other. So I want you to ask yourself, what kind of ripple effect are you going to create today? Because you create ripple effects every day, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. You have that power, man. And I want you to use it for good. So, as always, I have a free Telegram. It's the first link in the description. It's basically like free, like unedited, raw thoughts that I have and lessons that I learned throughout the day. I think you'll find it useful. First link in the description. I'll see you there. And as always, if you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. Love you, gang.